Good evening, everybody. It is 8 o'clock on the dot. Thank you for joining us on our Atlanta News First Plus stream. We're going to talk about the forecast for the next couple of days. As you can see from the title, there's some good news in it. Lots of good news, actually. And then there's one day, well, one evening that is going to look a little damp. But overall, loving the next 7 days. The forecast is really looking amazing. We're getting a bit of a taste of spring out there in this forecast, and it looks like it's going to stick around for a little while. We'll dive into those numbers in just a second. I want to go ahead and give everybody about 30 seconds to get onto the stream. In the meanwhile, I want to say thank you to everyone that is joining us at home on Roku, Amazon, Fire Stick. Maybe you're watching us on Apple TV. We appreciate you and thank you for joining us. Gorgeous weather out there has been unfolding for the bulk of the day. Temperatures actually climbed into the 60s for most of us for a couple of hours. Really was a beautiful day. First alert satellite and radar looking picture perfect. That is setting the stage for a beautiful evening out there, but temperatures are going to trend a little bit cooler as we head through the overnight. You can see that there's lots of clear skies across a large chunk of the southeast. We are looking to the west. If you look very closely, there's a little bit of a swirl in the atmosphere moving through south central Missouri, dipping down into Arkansas, moving through the mid-south for parts of Tennessee, getting in on some of that. That little swirl is going to push towards the east as we head through the next 24 hours. That's a bit of a short wave, a little bit of a bump in the atmosphere. It's causing a little bit of rain to move through the mid-south. The tail end of that is going to slide through our area tomorrow, but there's just clouds right now moving through Alabama and Tennessee. So we're just going to get clouds from this short wave, really dry on that southern tier that's going to move through us. So no rain tomorrow. We're just going to see a few clouds in the morning. That's going to keep temperatures slowly rising through the first half of the day, but we do expect bigger jumps as we head into the afternoon. You can see that cooler air already starting to filter down. We don't have clouds out there tonight, so those numbers are going to really start to fall fast as we head through the next couple of hours. We went from 59 to 55 at roughly 6:50 to 7:05. So we lost about 3 or 4 degrees. Still sitting at 55 here in Atlanta, 51 down in Columbus, but you can see the 40s already in Nashville, Birmingham, and Charlotte. That cooler air is going to build in through the next few hours. Already seeing some locations in the 40s in the metro. You can see, looks like Smyrna's at 48 degrees, Sandy Springs right now at 45. 43 degrees in Marietta, so a little chilly. You need the light jacket if you're stepping out this evening. I know a lot of folks are not done for the day, whether you're going to grab groceries or maybe you're going to get in that second workout of the day. Or first, I'm going to let you ride, let it ride. Make sure that you wear that hoodie, probably some tights because it is a little chilly out there. But clear skies, radiational cooling, it's going to do its thing through the overnight, and we're going to dip to the mid-30s here in Atlanta. But I'm expecting the low 30s in the suburbs and even some 20s out further from the city. The further you are away from the city, especially north and east, you'll dip a little bit cooler. Here's that short wave moving through the area tomorrow. 8, 9 o'clock, it's clouds. You don't see any green on the map. We're not expecting rain from it. It's going to be pretty dry, but that's where that burst of cloud cover is going to come from earlier in the day. I expect the clouds to move out of here quickly, and by late morning, I expect the sun rays to start to burst through those clouds. So sunny afternoon, that's going to allow those numbers to improve. So we'll start off near 35 degrees here in Atlanta at 8 o'clock when you're punching the clock, but we're already in the mid-50s around lunchtime, and those numbers will continue to climb through the afternoon. We'll easily get to 60 degrees by the time the kids are getting out of school, and I expect us to get to about 62 degrees at 4 o'clock before we start our descent back down into the 50s as we head into the evening. So I think tomorrow's going to be a good day to maybe go for an outdoor run. I don't know what your day schedule is like. Obviously, if I'm here with you right now, I'm not working 9 to 5. But I come in at about 1 o'clock, and that means that I can go at about 11 and get a nice little run outdoors. If I had a bike, an outdoor bike, I'd ride the bike outside because it's going to be mild enough. Low 50s, thermals, you're good to go. Getting into the 60s for the afternoon, so those of you who do get off at 5 and maybe want to go for a nice jog around the neighborhood, green light. It's going to feel pretty good heading into the evening, trending cooler through the overnight. And as we head into Wednesday, I expect it to be a degree or two warmer for the morning. So upper 30s, low 40s. I still think we're using our heaters as we go to work, but maybe not using the remote start because at this point it's February. We're used to the chilly weather, so upper 30s, low 40s, not terrible. I think that we improve a little bit as we head into the afternoon, already in the mid to upper 50s. Area-wide around lunchtime, some locations will already be at 60 degrees, and then those numbers climb a little bit more as we head into the afternoon. I easily expect us at the airport to hit 65 degrees Wednesday afternoon, low 60s for most of the area. And then those clouds will build as we head into the overnight. And then we're tracking another system that will bring us our best chance for rain in the 7-day. So as the title says, there is a chance for showers. There's no first alert weather days right now because the timing of this has been pretty consistent since last week. If you were with us on the stream last Friday, we mentioned that this looked like a Thursday night, Friday morning event. And this is looking like it's going to move in Thursday evening and linger into the very early hours Friday. Right now, it looks to exit just in time for the morning commute. The roads may still be slippery, but it looks like the bulk of the moisture is going to be gone. If that timing changes, we will throw a first alert weather day to let you know that the morning commute is going to be wet. For now, it looks good. 30% chance of showers each day. Here's how this unfolds on Thursday. Already starting to see some of those scattered showers moving into north and northwest Georgia at around 7, 8 o'clock Thursday night. Most of you are already home from work, so the evening ride home should be fine, just cloudy and mild. Probably should roll down the windows as you're driving home from work Thursday. It's going to feel amazing out there. But those showers do move in through the overnight hours. There is some energy that's going to be along this line, so I do expect there to be some rumbles of thunder, some lightning, but the severe weather risk looks very low. This timing is going to help us out a whole lot because of the timing of the day. There's not going to be peak heating, so I don't expect severe storms, but don't be surprised if you hear a little crackle pop through the overnight hours. By the time you wake up, this is 5 a.m. and you can see the yellows and the reds are already pushing out of the area at 5. So that means that by 6, 7, all we're going to be dealt with is just maybe some isolated drizzle. Obviously, the roads are going to be a little bit slippery, so y'all don't need to be driving 90 on the connector. But other than that, I think that it's going to be okay. Looks like we'll trend drier before lunchtime. We'll see some sun breaking through the clouds, and that's going to be enough to warm the numbers a little bit. The winds are going to shift on the backside, so I do expect it to be slightly cooler, but the 7-day forecast shows that Friday's not terrible. We hit 62 today, and we're expecting 62 and above for the next 7 days. So if that's not a happy forecast, I don't know what is. The rain's moving in Thursday night instead of Friday. That's great news unless you have plans Thursday night, maybe date night plans. Otherwise, a pretty solid forecast. There is another secondary burst of energy that is looking to pass through northeast Georgia on Saturday. Looks like that's going to miss the metro, but if you're in places like Rabun County, if you have plans to go maybe to the lake for the weekend, we're going to fine-tune that forecast because the guidance has been a little bit all over the place, but there are hints of a bit of a shortwave that could bring some rain that way. So that's where that 20% chance for showers that you see on the screen really is. It's basically for that short wave. The track may change. It may move further north and east, which means it'll miss us altogether. For now, this is just a heads up that you need to check back with me. And it's 20% chance of rain. It's not like it's going to rain all day. It's going to be a pulse. But nonetheless, we're watching it for you because that's what we do here at the First Alert Weather Center. We tell you what we see when we see it. And then Sunday's looking great. I am loving the Sunday forecast. Lots of sunshine, the upper 60s. Some of the models have been a little bit bullish. I don't want to say 70 on a Sunday because then y'all make y'all's plans to be out in the streets. 67 is good enough for me to be in the streets, so I plan on Sunday fun-daying, and I'm going to give you the green light to do so as well. And then we warm into the 70s on Monday, which is great news. Check it out. Something that we don't tell you guys every day because we don't like to repeat ourselves because y'all don't want to hear the same thing every day. But in that corner of the screen, there's a QR code. If you're watching this on your digital phone, you can't scan it. But if you go to the App Store and look at the First Alert weather app, you can download it. There is a 10-day forecast that shows you day 8, day 9, and day 10. What's really cool about that right now is that I'm really loving the outlook for those next 3 days. And even beyond those next 3 days, the models are hinting that we're going to be warmer than average across most of the eastern United States. It's looking pretty good. 59 is the average, so anything above 59 would be above average technically. And it's looking like the 70s may make an appearance in that 8, 9, 10-day outlook. So go ahead and peep that out. Check it out. It's looking good. Make your plans. The forecast is looking pretty sweet, and that's all I really want to say. You guys are here with me on the YouTube stream, but y'all are quiet. It's Monday, so I'm going to give y'all a pass, but when we do this tomorrow at 8 o'clock, I'm going to need somebody to say something to me, even if it's smart, because I like the interaction. I like to be called out. Also, I like the chat. I'm just joking. But all in all, guys, the forecast is not bad. I'm going to make the forecast big so that you can see it get my name out of the way because I'm not important. What's important is your Sunday plans because the forecast looks amazing. And hopefully you guys got what you needed from this hit. Once again, the stretch of weather over the course of the next couple of days will gradually improve. Highs are going to be in the low to mid 60s Tuesday and Wednesday. We climb into the upper 60s Thursday. I even expect some folks to hit 70 on Thursday. I'm looking at LaGrange. I'm looking at Thomaston. Looks like you're going to get enough warming to get to 70, 72 in those places. Upper 60s for us here in Atlanta, and we'll watch those showers move in late evening into the overnight hours. Looks like this rain is not going to be terribly impactful. We're already at a surplus, so we have no drought to talk about. We're looking good here, guys. And I'm going to leave you with this because I always say that I want to keep you for a good time, not a long time, and it's Monday, and a lot of y'all are meal prepping. Actually, you should have did that yesterday, but I know it's Monday, getting your groove for the week. We'll have an update on the forecast. Obviously, we'll get some new data in on this rain chance Thursday, Friday. You can tune into the show at 10 o'clock on Peachtree TV, Atlanta News First at 10. Me and meteorologist Fred Campagna are going to have that new information for you. He's going to have a last look. Actually, I'm telling stories. I'm not on Peachtree TV tonight at 10. A little bit of a schedule swap, but Fred will be there at 10. And Fred will be able to tell you if we decided to add a first alert weather day for this rain. Right now, it's not looking likely and give you the heads up, but we'll continue to fine tune that date over the course of the next day or two, and you can get that information when we have it. For now, y'all have a fantastic Monday, and I will see y'all tomorrow at this time, same place.